Welcome to The Explainer. So, have you ever looked at a crypto chart and just your eyes glazed over, felt completely lost? Well, today we're going to break down a tool that could seriously change that for you, Binance Copy Trading. We're going to get into how it works, how you can pick a winner, and maybe most importantly, how to use it responsibly.
All right, let's just jump right in. Look, for most of us, the world of crypto trading feels, well, it feels incredibly complex, right? You pull up a chart and it looks like you're trying to launch a rocket ship. So the big question is, does it really have to be that hard just to get your foot in the door?
And yeah, that's what we call the new trader's dilemma. You can see the potential, you hear about the gains, but what you're actually facing is this giant wall of confusing charts, risk, and that nagging feeling that you're going to make a really expensive mistake. It's like, where to even start? So let's actually break down these barriers. For starters, you've got all this jargon. Order blocks, fair value gaps. It seriously feels like learning a whole new language. And then there's the time. If you've got a 9 to 5, who has hours to just sit there staring at charts all day? And underneath all of that is the biggest fear of all, losing your hard-earned money or even worse, getting scammed.
Let's really zoom in on that last one, because it's a huge deal. A super common scam goes like this. Someone online promises you these massive returns. All you have to do is send them your funds so they can trade for you. You send the money, and then, poof, they're gone. They block you, they disappear, and your money is just gone. You've lost everything.
Okay, so with all of those problems on the table, let's talk about a solution, a tool that was literally built to tackle these exact issues. This is where the whole idea of copy trading comes in.
So what is copy trading anyway? Well, imagine this. You find a trader who really knows their stuff, and you can just look over their shoulder and have your account automatically copy every single move they make. That's pretty much it. You link a piece of your portfolio to theirs, and when they buy, you buy. When they sell, you sell. It's all done for you. You're basically leveraging their expertise without having to do any of the actual trading yourself.
And here is the absolute key, the most important thing to get. With copy trading, your funds never leave your own account. That's the game changer. That's what protects you from the scams we talked about. Your money stays with you. You are in full control the whole time. All you're doing is giving the platform permission to copy trades. You are not sending your money to some stranger.
Okay, now here's something really important about what Binance offers. See, a lot of platforms, they only do copy trading for what's called futures. And futures are, well, they're complicated and can be super risky. But Binance offers it for spot trading. Just think of spot trading like buying the actual crypto coin itself, kind of like buying a share of stock. It's way more straightforward and generally less risky, which makes it perfect if you're just starting out.
All right, this brings us to what is probably the most important part of this whole thing. With copy trading, your number one skill isn't about reading charts. Nope, it's about reading people's performance. Your job completely shifts. You become an analyst, and your goal is to find the right expert to follow.
And I just love this analogy. Think of it like you're at a horse race. You're not the one riding the horse. You're not the jockey. You're the person in the stands, the one who's done their homework. You've looked at the stats, the history, the performance, all to make a really smart bet. Your success really hinges on who you choose to back.
So how do you pick that winning horse? Well, you got to become a bit of a data detective. And you really only need to focus on three main things. First is ROI. That's return on investment. It shows you their performance as a percentage. Second, you look at their P&L, profit and loss, which is the cold, hard cash amount they've made or lost. And finally, check how many days they've been trading. A longer track record is almost always a good sign. It means they've been through some ups and downs and are still here.
So, for example, you might be browsing and see a profile just flashing a number like this one, plus 55%. That's a 55% ROI in just the last 30 days. See, that's the kind of hard data you're looking for. It's not some vague promise of getting rich quick. It's a real, verifiable number you can use to stack one trader up against another.
Okay, so you've done your homework, you've crunched the numbers, and you've picked a trader you want to follow. Now what? Let's actually walk through setting up your very first copy trade, and you'll see it's actually way simpler than you might think. It really just boils down to 4 simple steps. Step 1, set your budget. You can start with as little as $10. Step 2, and this one is super important, pick your coins. The system might try to copy all the coins the trader uses, but what you want to do is deselect everything and only check the boxes for the assets you've actually researched and feel good about, like Bitcoin or Ethereum. Third, set your safety net, your stop loss. This tells the system to automatically get you out if a trade drops by a certain amount, say 10%. And last, you just confirm your settings.
And just remember, you are always in the driver's seat here. If at any point you get a bad feeling or you just want to change things up, you can stop the whole thing with one single click. That's it. You're never locked in. The power to start and stop is always, always yours.
Okay, so now that we've got the how down, we need to talk about the mindset. Because using this tool successfully isn't just about clicking a few buttons. It's about having the right approach and following some really key rules for being a responsible trader.
Rule number 1, and this is the big one, you have to remember that even the absolute best traders on the planet have losing streaks. The crypto market is wild, it's volatile, and just because a trader had a killer month doesn't guarantee the next month will be the same. This tool helps you manage risk, it doesn't make risk disappear.
All right, here's something you're probably going to run into. You start copying a trader, you're all excited, and then nothing. For days, your balance is just sitting there. It's so easy to think, wait, is this thing broken? But don't panic. More often than not, it just means the expert you're following is being smart and patient. They're waiting for the perfect opportunity in the specific coins you chose. You got to remember, sometimes the smartest move is to do nothing at all.
And finally, rule number 3. At the end of the day, the responsibility is 100% yours. This tool is amazing at automating the how, the execution of the trades. But the really big decisions, the who you're going to copy and the what coins you'll allow, that's all on you. Your research is what's going to make or break your success here.
So look, when you boil it all down, copy trading is a really powerful key. It can unlock the door to the crypto markets for a lot of people. It definitely lowers that huge barrier to entry we talked about, but it is not a golden ticket. It's a tool. And like any tool, it just amplifies the decisions you make, both the good ones and the bad ones. So the real question isn't, does this tool work? The real question is, how are you going to use it responsibly?